narration set to 100.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Omfl Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know. As we kick off in this Week 5 contest. Fields this one at the 3. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. It's Nix out of the pistol. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Get to Harvey here from the pistol. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He has room past the 25. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. 15-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down. Following the play, that's quarterback Bo Nix in some noticeable pain, Brock. Obviously a worrying sight as he receives some assistance.
Ready up.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready, ready. Red.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Connects with fans. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ready.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Hut.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Set, hut.
Setting up to throw. Throw is caught. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Fight. 90-45. White. Set.
Back to throw. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Down.
First game on the ground to Jameer Gibbs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. It was Jack Kaiser who got there for the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yep.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Strike it. Strike it. Ready. Ready.
Here's the handoff.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
12 at the 17-yard line.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 60 red. Drill. 52. Ready.
Giving this to Harvey. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Dime coverage from the Lions. 3rd down.
Set. Hut. Set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Ready. Black 40.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. 10 black. Ready.
Back to throw now. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got
Let's
3rd
go.
and 8.
Red. 38. Hut. Hut.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
On the set.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
It's a design boot. knocks it free, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
He's going to throw it. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
On the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10.
Down. Set, cut.
Again, it's Gibbs. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
50, grit, cut, cut.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that brings up fourth and long. The Lions ready for the punt. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
Ready. Ready, ready.
First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35.
Set, cut. 60 reps. 60 reps. Set.
On first down, they'll run. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3.
Set, ready. 40.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
At the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down.
Set, ready.
This time it's a passing play. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled downfield, but look back for that flag rest. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready, ready. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
He's dropping back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Hey, go. Let's go. 52 blue. Ready.
1st and 10. It's Harvey. Cuts his way through a tackle. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
Not much scoring at this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Broncos on top here at Mile High. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready.
Sending him on the dive. All he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
50.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Gets this to Fant. And this spot is going to be closed, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They are lining up to go for this.
Black, 95.
They'll throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ultra. Go ultra. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Run left side. Harvey. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Just everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Set, hut. Ready, ready.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got 1 more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Y'all got a problem about taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more power. Also dangerous.
Ready.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Set, hut.
Throwing off the play fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. will add to their lead at the end of the half. Managed that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. One last play before the break.
Ready. Black four.
He'll throw it. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That ball's incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
Ready. Punt.
Running it after the penalty. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
See, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Ready.
They go play action on 1st down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking in the air here. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Down.
Throwing that on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set. Hut. 60 red. Ready.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And a nice little run there. Gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
On the double.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Here we go. Yellow. 43. Cut.
Pass play now. This one's intercepted. It's Brian Bridge. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Let's go.
They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Set. Ready.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Running in the red zone. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield. Back who can show off his wheels.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Set. Ready. Set.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They call pass on second and goal. Escapes the pocket. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Ready,
Got to
ready.
manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal.
Down. Check, hut.
Back to throw. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Right on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Going a little burst so far. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, break.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Set.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. This is Sutton working the right side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready, hut.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
I'll throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And they bring him down around the 34. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Ready.
Empty backfield, 5 guys out wide for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. Cut, cut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we cut, cut.
Hand off to the back. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now here he goes on the boot. Completed over the middle. He hangs on to that football, Brock, for a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set. Ready?
Give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Lions have a first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now, it's the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Set. Ready. Set. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Come on. Set. Ready. Go.
This is Gibbs on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Strike. Check. Down. 40. Set.
They'll throw. Third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Set. Hut. Set.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Ready. Hut.
Takes the second down snap. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Yellow. 43. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Handoff running right, Montgomery. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on that